We want to teach the dog to follow us. So again, all we're going to do is take sharp angles and do almost like a square. So let's start with that. So I'm going to walk here, stop. See how she goes ahead of me? She's going ahead of me. It's all right. She's curving. She's still not aware of what I'm doing, right? She's not paying attention to me. And so you want to take sharp angles, just like this. Keep it nice and simple. And you can start with a square because that makes it really easy, just like this, right? Once you've done that a couple of times, your dog is either going to shoot out way ahead of you and kind of pull you, or they're going to do soft like what she did and just not pay attention. So you could do that, you could do that 5, 6, 7, 8 times in a square. And then you want to start mixing it up. And when you mix it up, you want to still take 90-degree angles. So no matter how this looks, you don't want to take soft circles. They're all sharp turns. So let me show you. We're going to go here. I'm going to turn, go here. And if you notice, this really isn't a square, right? But I'm taking really sharp turns, and I make my way back to the camera. And when you do that, right, and you take all those different angles, your dog starts to go, well, what the hell are you doing? Like, where are you going? And that's what we want. We want them to be aware of the handler, which is you, right? You want your dog to know that you're on the other end of the lead and not just pull you. So let me show you one more time. Just gonna mix the angles up, just like this. Maybe I'll go this way, turn here. Some heavy pullers, it takes, 15, 20 minutes. I mean, it took them a year. Most people teach their dog to pull, and they do that for a year and then think they can fix it in 5-minute session. You gotta be patient with your dog, right? They're patient with you, you should be patient with them. So I'm just gonna keep going angles, and look how well Maggie is walking on that lead. See the difference? It's super simple and super easy. So a few tips to make the stop, stay, and change direction exercise a little bit better and a little bit more polished. So let's see what we could do here. First of all, remember, don't do the circles, okay? This doesn't teach, if a dog pulls on a leash, this circle thing doesn't work. And turns, right? If you go to turn, doing a slow turn doesn't work either. So if you're like this, right? Hoping your dog makes the right choice, that's not gonna work, right? You wanna stick to the sharp angles, walk, chest out, look forward, and continue with the dog. The second thing is, remember, we're not correcting our dog, we're reversing what they already know. So most of the time, if you have a heavy puller, tight lead means walk, right? Because that's how they're pulling you down the street. We wanna reverse that to that means walk. This means stop. That's what stop, stay, change directions will do for you. And another thing is we don't correct them. So let me give an example. If Maggie walks out in front of me like this, when I turn to change directions, I'm not pulling or correct. This has nothing to do with correction whatsoever. All we're doing is saying, hey, follow us. So you wanna make sure that we keep those few concepts, that we want a nice, relaxed lead, just like this. We want to take sharp turns, and we're not correcting. We're just going to let them go ahead of us and turn and go the other way. So those are a few tips to make that exercise